to you about today, who is close to me, that helps me get through.
All right.
If you have your mind, turn to the book of Mark.
All right.
The 5th chapter.
All right.
We're going to talk about something that impacts all of us.
All right.
Starting at the 25th verse, it reads, "And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. But when she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind, and touched his garment. For she said, if I may but touch his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned about in the press and said, who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and said thou, who toucheth me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. Amen. You have your seat. I want to give you a word of, if you want to be blessed, stay in the press. If you want to be blessed, stay in the press. So here in the book of Mark, Mark focuses on the tire circle of God and man in his story of Jesus and his travels. In this particular passage, we see here's a woman that had been sick, and it tells us that she had been sick for a long time. And it tells us that after she was sick, she was trying to get help to heal of this affliction. But after as much as she tried, instead of getting better, things got worse. Now, and how many times have when we get sick, we say, Lord, if you heal me, I'll do what you say. I'll serve you the rest of my day. I say, but we know that when you've been sick for a long time, you have a tendency of losing your drive and your desire to want to do good. Because you know that if you was healed or whatever was slowing you down, you know you'd be about God's business. And as Christians, that is what we are about, his business. So now, I say, so being sick as she was, it had to beg the question as she was going through the crowd. When she heard of Jesus, she heard of the Master in the crowd. He said, if I just know, if I know I can just touch the hem of his garment, then I know I'll be whole. After going through 12 years of earthly men trying to heal, she heard of a man in the crowd. The crowd that was coming by to say, if I can just get to him. If I can just get to him and touch him, I knew I'd be made whole. I say, so then we start wondering, it's like, how did she know that Jesus was going to do this for her? Well, in the book of Mark, it already told us that Jesus had performed at least 19 miracles. And 8 of those in the Bible was related to those being healed. So I say, so in that crowd, you know how when you get in the crowd, you know folk don't talk. I say, when you hear good news, folk don't ask, who is that?
Who is
that? I say, I need to know about this man. I mean, so as she got into that crowd, I say, she just wanted to get close enough to him. Just close enough to touch the hem of his garment. I said, and then we know that given the popularity of Jesus during that time, as he's going through Galilee, it's like she knew that she had that drive in her. She took all that she had, that little bit of energy she had left, to go and make it through a crowd of people. People that were surrounding the Master. no way to get to him. Lord, I see you there, but I can't reach you. Like being in the concert, Lord, I just can't get to you. But her faith,
Amen.
I got to get to you.
Amen.
I need you. I got to get to you. And when she gets to him, all she does was touch him.
Just touch.
And oh, Lord, she made him whole. She's ready to go about doing Lord's business. I said, baby, I said, it said in Isaiah, when he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of his people, man. And by his stripes, we are healed. She knew, going back into that, she knew that once she did it, and Jesus knew what happened to her. He began to say, who touched me? Who touched me? Now you got a crowd around, you know. You gonna ask, who touched me? Everybody's touching you. But the virtue in him said, who touched me? I said, just like he said in Genesis when he called on Adam, Adam, where are you? He knew what Adam already was. He knew what this woman already was who touched him. He wanted to see if this woman had to just come to me. Tell me that you did. How many times do we need to just step to the Lord and say, Lord, it was me. Lord, it was me. Lord, I should have done that. So as she stepped to him, the Lord said, who touched me? She said, Lord, it was I. Lord, it was I.
Yeah.
So I say, so as we were going through life, she wanted to stay in the press. She pressed through the crowd. As Christians, we need to press through the crowd. We want to be blessed. We need to press through the crowd. We know that God is going to deliver us if we stay in the press. That's what he said. Oh, don't you want to be blessed by the man? By the man who hung, bled, and died on the cross. Don't you want to be blessed by the man? Who was hung by two thieves? Don't you want to be blessed by the man who was living in a borrowed tomb? Don't you want to be blessed by the man who got up on the third day and said, all power is in my hand. So you want to be blessed. You got to stay in the press. You know that God is going to deliver you. But you got to stay with him. You cannot just sway to the right or to the left. If you feel yourself like, Lord, I just can't do it. Lord, just let me get close enough to you. I don't need you to just hold you. Just let me touch your clothes. That's all I want to do. I just need a touch. Like the song says, only a touch. Only a touch can heal me of that. Lord, thank you. Lord, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Lord, thank you for being in the presence. Lord, thank you for being able to get close enough to you. Lord, you want to be blessed. So as I close, I want you to understand, our fight is a hard one. But I say, but just like that woman, we've got to press. We cannot let the crowds keep us from the master. You cannot let the wages of life keep you from touching the master. You can't let nothing give to you